Very good morning to all. I will wait for 1 minute. Yeah, I think let me talk about the plan which was executed yesterday. I think you have done anything else? Anything would you like to share with me, or have you done something? I think you finished the basic things which I have given in yesterday's class. Yes, can anybody? I think 20, 30 members are present right now. Just wait for another 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, till then we can discuss some of the issues. Yeah, let me know who did it. Oh, good, Jagdish. So can you write me what you have done? Which source you want, Saubhagya? Which source? Yesterday I sent PDF terminologies. It's not audible. I think you are hearing properly. Yeah, check out once again, everybody. Problem with the is with your connection, I think so. Hope yes. Can anybody tell me it's audible or not? Yeah, audible. Yeah, shall we start? So we're going to start right now. Still 1 minute is remaining. Let me wait for another minute. Yeah. Yes. Let us start and ask them to join later. Once again, I would like to welcome you. And here you can find a chart which is called memory measures. We can call it as a memory measure, where this is very important. They are going to ask in your examinations like this: one bit is equal to, or one bit is how many bytes. Like that, they are going to ask in your examination, right? Right. And later, there is one thing which I want to bring your attention. That says 1 GB is equal to how many bytes they are going to ask, like that. This is a memory chart. Just you take a snap of it, and it will going to help you people. Or you can go to the internet and you can search memory measures like that. You will get an idea. This is very important point from the point of your examination. One GB is equal to how many bytes they may ask, or they may give like this. Okay, right. I think you got it. Later, let me move towards another important aspect. This is difference between RAM and ROM. Don't worry about the Kannada language and all. Those who don't know the Kannada, just I'm giving a hint to you people. Uh, there are two kinds of memories: primary memories and secondary memories. Secondary memory is a permanent memory, and primary memory is a temporary memory. Examples are RAM, ROM, DDR, RAM, DDR, RAM. They are called as primary memories. Secondary memories are hard disk HDD. Simply, it is called HDD. CD-ROM, CD writer, floppy disk. They are all falls under secondary memory. And what is RAM and what is ROM? Random access memory is a RAM. Read-only memory is a ROM. Okay. So this is about the memories. I mean to say that these are the memories. Okay. So let me talk about yesterday we have discussed about the various softwares. I'm briefing up you what happened in the last class, right? System softwares, operating system is there. In that operating system will fall OS. We call it as OS. DOS is there. DOS is OS. Windows XP is OS. Windows Vista, Unix, Mac OS. These are the OS operating systems. Ubuntu is also added right now. This is a very useful in educational institutions. Please note on this point. Ubuntu is used in educational institutions. Then comes DOS, disk operating system. Windows, as I discussed with you, Linux, Unix, and BIOS system is there. Basic input output system, right? Then application software comes. Application software, we have languages and packages. As I discussed with you in the last class, these are the details of that whole chart, whatever the chart that I have explained in the last class. Please, somebody has asked me to provide a notes. It's not possible me to, because it's a copyrighted material, and we are tied up with that publisher and all. So that's what you take just a snap of it. Yesterday, I think you took the snap. Okay. So MS Office, MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, MS Publisher is also there. Then comes the utility software. See, these are the some utility softwares: Windows Explorer, Windows Media Players, Disk Clean, Backup, WinRAR, antivirus software, disk fragmentation, WinZip files. These are the utility softwares. Yes, I wanted to actually bring the kind attention of yours. Important file extensions. Please take a screenshot. Important file extensions. MS Word ಗೆ ನಾವು Office 2003 ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, we call it as .doc. But in case of 2007 and onwards, ಈಗ MS Office ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಬಂದೈತಿ? MS Office 3 ಇತ್ತು, 7 ಆಯ್ತು, 10 ಇದೆ, ಈಗ 15 ಕೂಡ ಬಂದಿದೆ. 10, 15 ಮಟ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಫೈಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, if you save a Word file, what will be the file extension? We call it as an extension. How it is going to be saved? ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ, you are giving your naming your filing, and after that, after dot, there must be something that is called as file extension. .doc means it is MS Office 2003 version 3, and .docx means 2007. Likewise, you have to remember all these things. See, suppose if it is a PDF file, .pdf is there extension. Then if it is a JPEG image, for example, your photographs and all, JPEG means the full form of JPEG is Joint Photographers Experts Group. Then if it is a text file, .txt is there. .exe means executable file. For example, if you want to install softwares and all, .exe file is always there. Okay, so CorelDRAW, CorelDRAW means the photography, Photoshop, or what we call CDR. For example, cover page of a book is always designed in a CorelDRAW. .cdr. The file name is .cdr. PPT, PPTX. You please remember, this is very important from the point of examination. They may ask. Many times they have asked. That's what I'm focusing on it. Okay. Next comes basics of computer networking. What is computer networking actually? I mean to say that computer networking is nothing but it is adding many more computers. Adding in the sense connecting computers. By connecting various computers, we call it as that connection itself. We call it as networking. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾಯಿತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅನೇಕ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸುವಂತಹ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸಂಪರ್ಕಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಜಾಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 3 kinds of networking types. Local area network, LAN ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. We call it as a LAN. Metropolitan area network, we call it as a MAN. Then wider area network, WAN, we call it as a WAN. What is WAN? LAN plus MAN is equal to WAN. See, what is local area? Local area in the sense it is restricted to a particular area. It is restricted to a particular area. For example, the eBiobase institution where this is a restricted area, I can connect my computers like your home, in your home. Metropolitan area network is what? It is connecting through a campus or through a city. You may say that the whole city is connected, whole campus is connected, right? For example, if you take your KUD, then the Department of Zoology, the Department of Botany itself, if they are connected, if they connected themselves, then that is called area networking. If it is connected to other departments, to the whole university, that is called campus. That campus connection is called as metropolitan area network. And wider area network, in the sense it connects whole world. It connects whole world globally. You can say global. Okay. So for this connection, there are many types of connection cables they have used, but very popular and very powerful cables are optical fiber cables. Okay, please remember. Nowadays, we are not connecting such things. Wires came right now, or using wireless, that we could have Wi-Fi and all. So most of the things we are using like this. Okay. So after this, network protocol. Let me talk about network protocol. TCP and IP are the network protocol. And network protocol is nothing but it is a language of networking. Whatever the network that takes place between the computers, that to communicate between one computer to another computer, there must be some set of languages which a computer can understand. That is called as what? Network protocol. For example, we call it as IP address code. Usually we call it as IP address, right? This is called TCP, IP address, and we call it as. Okay. So this is about the computer networking and all. Let me talk about the computer networking. A few slides. Hope you are catching the point. If you come across any difficulties, please ask. Don't hesitate to ask anything else. Okay. Okay. I given an information about networking. Let me talk about internet and its applications. This is a very important phase. Internet and its applications. Okay. So what is internet and what are the internet applications? The meaning of internet is here. It is there. The internet is globally connected network system that uses the internet protocol IP. Internet protocol, which uses internet protocol. I mean to say that it's a connecting network, as I told earlier, internet protocol to transfer data via various kinds of media and fields. Okay, I think I have not. Yes. Yeah. Now you are getting. I think now you are getting. The internet is globally connected network system that uses internet protocols to transfer data via various kinds of media files. Okay. The initial efforts for internet-based communication were evolution in the uh, military purposes in US. Basically, this internet was found to help the military people in US. Right? That's what the internet has been invented. Later, operating system. I think it has been already discussed. Anyhow, I will give. Okay, just wait while connect with this. Okay, I think you're getting right now. Due to my tight schedule, it may not be possible for me to make more and more PPTs. That's what I'm using this PDF file. Okay, so internet protocols are TCP and IP, Internet Protocols Transmission Control Protocol. Okay, here while doing internet connection, there are several types. I mean to say that there are two kinds of networking, connecting networking. We are using dial-up networking and broadband networking. There are two kinds of networking. Please try to remember, while doing internet connection, we require dial-up networking or broadband networking. Okay, so whatever nowadays you are using Geo and all, they are all broadband networking. Okay, so that ಇದರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಗೀಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ essentials of internet connection. ಒಂದು internet connection ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ what are the essentials? Modem we require. Previously we require modem. Internet service providers we require. ISP, we call it as ISP. Please remember ISP. ISP in the sense Reliance, Vodafone, Tata Indica, whatever the network that you are using. And the Indian government owned institutions also there. BSNL, they are all providers. BSNL and BSNL are the government ISPs, and private ISPs are whatever you are using, Geo, Vodafone, Airtel and all. Okay, so next comes the internet connection has been done. How you are going to browse? That is called as we require browsing softwares. The browsing softwares are Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Internet Explorer, Opera, UC browser. In your mobile you are using UC browser, Netscape. So these are the some of the browsers, and they may ask a question like this: which is the first browsing software? The first browsing software was Mosaic. Please remember, the Mosaic is the first browsing software. Then comes internet services. What are the internet services? World Wide Web is an internet service. FTP, file transfer protocol, is another service of internet. Internet applications, the functions, ಅಂತರ್ಜಾಲ ಸೇವೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಇನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆನಪಿಡಿ. World Wide Web, FTP, email, remote login, webinar, video audio conference, they are all falls under internet services. By using internet we can do all these things. What is World Wide Web? They may ask full form of www, World Wide Web, and yes, then it includes another type of World Wide Web, including hypertext. Hypertext in the sense HTML, you call always HTML file, hypertext markup language. Okay, so which is a collection of web pages. What is web page? What is web page? When you are opening an internet, connected to internet, when you are opening your what you call it as computer, whichever the page that is displaying on your computer, that itself is called as hypertext, right? Hypertext, and that is called as web page. For example, when you are opening your internet, the web page is opening. For example, Google is opening, that Google itself is called as what? Web page. Website in the sense what? Many more websites are there. In that website, see, URL is there. They may ask the full form of URL. Uniform Resource Locator, URL. By using URLs, you are going to open internet, or you are going to be benefited by the what these URLs and all. See here, many more URLs are available. For example, if any web address, for example, if it contains .in in sense India, .in ಅಂತ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is related to India. .an ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is related to Australia, right? They may ask like this also. Please note on all these points. .mil means for military service. .edu means for educational institutions. .com means commercial network providers. If suppose www.com, google.com, .com in the sense it's a commercial network provider. .net ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ .net special network services. .org ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. org means other organizations ಅಂತ. .gov ಇತ್ತು, for example my gov.in ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. .gov ಅಂತೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. So these are called as some website addresses. Got it? So I hope you understood. I'm going bit faster, but yes, for internet facilities we need search engines. Engines in the sense, with the help of those tools, they are the tools. By using those tools, they are nothing but providing such kind of what do you call it as internet service. Suppose I want some literature on biodiversity. If I can't access the biodiversity material, I can access through search engines. For example, the popular what do you call it as search engine is Google, as you all know. Okay, so Amazon is also there, Yahoo is there, Icon is there. There are so many search engines, many more search engines are. Then FTP comes, file transfer protocol. Okay, don't worry about FTP more and more. Okay, let us come to the point, very important point, that is electronic mail, that is email, right? Email is very important. There are questions on email. Who sent the first message, whose first email? Ray Tomlinson. In 1971 he sent a first email, right? Yes, always while dealing with the email, please note on the point, while dealing with the email, there are communications. See here, there are communication apps are also nowadays available. WhatsApp, Telegram app is a communication app. Okay, simultaneously I can use I will finish this one and I will come again. Let us finish it. I will talk about the intranet later on. Okay, so email. In email, the email address or email ID is always comprehend with the two concepts. The first email was sent by Ray Tomlinson. Sorry, Linses. I'm sorry. Ray Tomlinson, 1971. Okay, let us see here. So always when you are sending an email, you should have two parts. It is having a two part. First one is, it is the name of the person or the institution. Later @ is there. Then which organization is providing, or which what do you call it as, who are going to provide this facility for you. You should mention those facility name. I mean to say that, for example, there are some email IDs that kirankb@gmail.com, at yahoo.com, at rediffmail.com, hotmail.com. So these are the popular email providers. Okay, so you can use Gmail, Rediffmail, Yahoo, Hotmail. Okay, there are many more. And the internet facilities, again we're having another facility, that is a remote login. Tele protocol is there. By that tele protocol we can connect systems. We can connect many more systems. For example, if I'm here, if I want to control anybody's computer, but both the condition is both the computer should be connected to internet. That computer can be controlled by sitting in the Vijaypur. I can control your even we can control your mobile also. There are many more remote login softwares are remote control softwares are there. Many more softwares are there. Among them, a very popular one is, as usually, TeamViewer is many more people are using, but most easier than AnyDesk is there. Another one is AnyDesk. You can see in my laptop. I will show you AnyDesk. See here. Is it visible? AnyDesk. Just I am clicking here. AnyDesk. AnyDesk is a remote. So I will just open and I will show you. Yes, this is a AnyDesk remote desk controller. And just there is an one ID. If I pass this ID to computer, which can be assisted. So if you connected, then you can click a connect. Then you can take a control of that system. You can take a control of that system. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ ಕಡೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ನೀವು ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. This is called as AnyDesk. It's very simple, but TeamViewer is a bit difficult, but this is very easy. AnyDesk. Okay, so as you all know, use of internet I'm not going to tell, because blog is what? Blog is a freely available page. It's a page where you can write anything what you want. ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಬ್ಲಾಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಳಸ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. This blog was used for the first time in 1997 by John Berger. I'm going to repeat once again. The first blog was used by John Berger in 1997. Now it's totally free. You can create your own blog. Okay, I will finish first this PDF. Hardly I have many more pages. Okay. After that, computer security. The security is very important. Due to some threats, the computer is insecure. So that's what are the different threats that we found actually. Virus is there, Trojan horse, worm, and spyware, malware. Don't go in detail. Just you should know the spyware, malware, adware. Got it. So what are the remedies for all these what you call it as threats? Yella threats ge parihara enu? How we can protect our computer from all these threats? We call them as remedies. What are the remedies then? The remedies are antivirus, firewalls, antivirus. For example, it's an utility software. Antivirus is an utility software, as told in the earlier class. McAfee, Avasta, AVG, Norton, and many more are there. Net protocol. There are so many antivirus softwares are there. So firewalls are there. Using firewall we can. So with this we'll move to intranet and all. Okay, is it okay? I think you got an idea what has to study and what has to not study. Well, I'm giving you just some of the points to you. Okay, let's come to the point. This is added for this time. That's what I have highlighted it. This is whatever I have discussed. That is previously there up to 2018 December, this syllabus was carried and this was taught. Nowadays, this also carries, and in accordance with that, or in addition to that, this intranet is added for the first time. What is internet? See here, the intranet is a private network which is used only within an organization. Intranet is a private network which is used only with an organization, right? Suppose I have an organization. Within that organization, if I use, then that is called as what? Intranet. For example, the details of each student are shared with every computer of a college. One the example kuda hakidina. So for example, the details of each student are shared with every computer of a college. ಈಗ student admission ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. After student get admitted, the details, the particulars of each and every student is available with all the computers which a college has. I mean to say that in ADM block, in examination branch, like that in your university system I'm speaking, in department and in your examination section, academic section, every computer or everybody should has the details of each and every student. That itself is called as intranet. Yes, Ethernet is the most used technology in the wired local area network. It enables devices to communicate with each other via common network language or set of rules. Okay. So extranet, a network within an organization using the internet to connect to outsiders. That is called extranet. Intranet, extranet. This is a new edition. Yes. This is about email. I have forgotten to tell you about something. CC. What is CC? As you all know, carbon copy. Carbon copy in the sense, if, for example, I am sending an email to Sridhar sir. Directly, I wanted to send an email to Sridhar sir, but the thing is, I wanted to send it to some other people. I mean to say that, for example, I will take a name. I want to send it to Akshata also. So Akshata and some other people I wanted to send. I can make a CC. CC in the sense carbon copy, which means that the main recipient, Sridhar, can see to whom I have sent the messages. It is visible to the main recipient. ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಯಾರ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. CC ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. BCC ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, the main recipient cannot see other recipient. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಕಳಿಸ್ಯಾರ, ಈಗ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಕಳಿಸೋದಿತ್ತು ನಾನು ಏನಾರ confidential matters. For example, I wanted to send a question paper, I wanted to send something very important things, I can make it as a BCC. BCC means the main recipient. For example, that message will come to me. If somebody, Akshata, is sending a message to me, I don't know to whom she is, that matter has been shared with somebody. BCC ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮೇನ್ ರಿಸಿಪಿಯಂಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಜಿಮೇಲ್, ಔಟ್ಲುಕ್, ಯಾಹೂ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಮೇಲ್. ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್, ಎಸ್ ಮೈನ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ ಇದೆ, P3 ಇದೆ, ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ 3 ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ. So these all the new things which has been added in the syllabus. Yes. Now come to the point, that is a new addition, audio video conferencing. Yes, video conferencing is a two-way audio visual communication. It's a two-way audio visual communication. Whatever right now I'm doing, I'm audio visual communication is also coming to you people. That is, it's type of video conferencing. Video conferencing advantage over teleconferencing is that teleconference in the sense only For example, if you are talking with somebody, teleconference ಹಾಕ್ತಿರೋ, conference call ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಂತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, you are connecting with some other people. Yes, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ನಾವು ಆಡಿಯೋ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊತೀವಿ, that is called as audio conferencing. The video conferencing is a very special case where you can, it is both audible as well as visual. Visuals also coming towards you. Visuals also come towards you. Okay. So next, PAL is there, phase alternating line. PAL. ಮೊದಲ ನಾವು ಟಿವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪಾಲ್ 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 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. At that time we don't understand what is PAL. Many times we thought like that. What is PAL? What is PAL? Even if you connect your TV to a VCR like that, at that time, nowadays Android phones came and many more advanced technology has came. There is no need of phase alternating line. Okay, is a color encoding system for analog television used in broadcast television systems. Other color encoding systems are NTSC and NTSC, SICAM, right? So these are the some things. Next, yes, this is very important. Please note down, these are very important initiatives of Government of India, digital initiatives of Government of India in higher education, especially in higher education. These are very important. Please take a screenshot, or otherwise shall I send this PPT to you people, this whole PPT? Wake up PPT वे करेंगे. Yes, yeah, I will send. Don't worry, I will send. PPT I can share. See, the first digital initiative is Swayam, study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Swayam ide. Under Swayam platform, we come across the MOOC courses. MOOC, massive open online courses. MOOCs, massive online open courses. MOOCs, we call it as MOOCs. I think this has been mistakenly came here. Sorry, mistakenly it came in the second part. The first para is came under the Digital India Initiative, the Government of India. One of the thrust area is massive open learning. In the last NET examination, they have asked the question: expand MOOC. Please note down, massive online open courses. Okay, so you can go to the official website of Swayam. Swayam.gov.in. Gov in the sense what? Government. .in means India. Okay. ebiobase.com. .com means commercial organization. Okay. So Swayam Prabha is what? Swayam Prabha is a group of 32 DTH channels devoted to telecasting of high quality educational programs on 24 interfaces using the GSA-15 satellite. Please note down, Swayam Prabha is a channel where you can have, during this lockdown period, many more programs have been evolved to Swayam Prabha. Even your GeoTV ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನದ್ದು, that GeoTV also broadcasting freely this Swayam Prabha. Every day there are many more lessons by the experts. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಪಾಠಗಳಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೈವ್ ಪಾಠಗಳಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಚಾನಲ್ ಮೂಲಕ. ಹಂಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಲೆಸನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಿರ್ತೈತಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ, ಹೈಯರ್, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಸ್ವಯಂ ಪ್ರಭಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇವನ್ ಯುವರ್ degree up to UG classes, Swayam Prabha is getting. This is an educational channel, we can Swayamprabha is a group of 32 DTH channels. Please note on the point and note on the address. You can whatever the address I have given here, you can just make a note of it and you can go and visit that website. You will get a full-fledged information. Okay, Swayam is gone. What is full form of Swayam? Study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Swayam, MOOC. Swayam, in Swayam platform, MOOC are the open learning courses. Okay, next comes NAD, National Academic Depository. Online storehouse of all the academic awards. Please note on only this. Online NAD is nothing but NAD is online storehouse of all the academic awards. Usually your degree certificate, diploma, PG, all marks cards should be digitized and lodged by academic institutions or boards eligibility assessment bodies. NAD. Official website of NAD is nead.gov.in. Okay. So next comes NDL, National Digital Library of India. NDL India is National Digital Library of India. It provides a single window search facility to access digital contents currently existing in India as well as other digital sources under a single umbrella. See, under single umbrella, what are the digital resources available? They can be repository. It is also called as it's a repository of what? All the digital contents. Okay, next comes eSodha Sindhu, E double S, small e and double S. eSodha Sindhu is an again it's nothing but whatever the research studies are conducted. Shodha Ganga is also there. eShodha Ganga is also there. We'll come to later on that. So this is the whole research is conducted in India can be brought under a single umbrella and they can be assisted with the help of many more people. Okay, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ visit ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ you can get Shodha Ganga, you can get n number of research studies. Okay, next comes virtual labs. This project is construct activity of 12 participating institutions and IIT Delhi is coordinating institute. For the first time, such an initiative has been taken up in remote experimentation. The virtual labs project over 100 labs consisting of approximately 700 plus web-enabled experiments were designed for remote operation and viewing. Virtually your labs are created. Virtual labs, we call it as virtual labs. Even experiments alla ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ lab ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ they have created virtually and it is enabled to the web. Okay, so next comes eYantra. eYantra is an initiative to spread education in embedded systems and robotics by IIT Bombay. It is eYantra is an initiative of IIT Bombay, Indian Institute of Technology Bombay's initiation it is. Okay, see .org. Org means what? See the websites .co.in. Yes, next is Talk to a Teacher program coordinated by IIT Bombay. Again, a view is now deployed at several IITs, NITs, National Institute of Technologies and other leading education institutions across the nation. It is Talk to a Teacher program means when teachers and students are connected in a platform where we can call it as a Talk to a Teacher program. Okay, you can visit for further clarifications, you visit those addresses. eAcharya. This project is on creating digital learning environment for design, also called as eKalpa. eKalpa anta karitare. eAcharya antide means it helps like a teacher. eAcharya. eKalpa is there. Next, FOSSEE, that is free, bar, liber and open source software in education, right? Free and open source software in education. This is freely available, many more resources. It contains many more resources. That's it. Vidwan is there. Again, it is a database where you can connect the researchers, scientists, faculty members, and their posts and their teaching and individual involvement. That is called as Vidwan. Next, spoken tutorials. I think these are many more. Next comes Badal. A Badal is an MHRD initiative developed as NME ICT. Okay, cloud for academic purpose. This is purely for academic purpose. As a Badal is an open source project, we help institutes to set up their private cloud. Okay, it is an initiation of MHRD. It is not of NME ICT. Badal. Next comes Global Initiative of Academic Networks. Right. These are all National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF. Means it's a methodology to rank institutions across the country. ಏನೇನು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಓಕೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ NIRF ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ 3 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ 4 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಟು ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟೀಸ್, ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ, ಡೀಮ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ, ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಕೊಡೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ರಿಂಟ್, impacting research, innovation and technology. Imprint means impacting research, innovation and technology. ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಗಳಿವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನಲ್ ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನಲ್ ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್, ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್. And there is another called Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements. RIA. Next, know your college. This is another digital initiative of Government of India. Next comes DigiLocker. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಡಿಜಿಲಾಕರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಬಹುದು. You can reserve your certificates there. DigiLocker. I think you know all about this. National Program and Technology Enhanced Learning, NPTEL, OSCAR, Open Source Courseware Animations Repository, Show the Gangotri, Show the Ganga, Virtual Learning Environment, Text Transcription of Video Content, SOS Tools, Only Pathshala. You just add ePG Pathshala is for PG students. Only ePathshala is for all other than university people. ePG Pathshala 29th, PG Pathshala, very ePG Pathshala, then ePathshala. There are many more resources are there, resources depository are there, but these are the government initiative. I mean to say that MHRD, Government of India, is initiated all these initiations. Okay, is it clear? Let me move towards the last part of your syllabus, that is ICT and governance. The major objective of e-governance is to support and simplify governance for all the government agencies, citizens and businesses. See, this governance has been made easily available to each and everybody. Suppose previously what was happened, whatever the thing has been, rules, statutories and all, they have been made by the expert and it has been imparted on the citizens of India. But apart from that, nowadays, before going to make any amendments, before going to make a rule, law and all, it is published in the public domain. Later objections were called, later they were took into consideration and they will reform in accordance with the suggestions given by experts, public, even a common man can give any kind of suggestions. That's what our respected Prime Minister has did that work. My GOV, like that, there is an said, I think so. You can post anything. Any region of India can post anything else. See, this is a journey from 1970. Department of Electronics established. Then later NIC was came, National Informatics Center. Ignore it. ಇಡೀ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಈ ತರದ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರೋದಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ NIC. You just go and visit that NIC website. Use of computers began in 1980. Launch of NICT, NET, then next many more technologies came. And then 2012 to 17 current e-governance and digital India were came. Note down this point. Right? 2012 to 17, this e-governance in the sense making electronically connected to all the government institutions, agencies, and citizens. For example, if you want your cash certificate, how will now you go through? You can just apply within your fingertips. You can apply by sitting your home. You can apply. You can pay. Digital payment is also available. You can play to Atal Janasnehi Kendras, and that will move to the office, and e-certification will be coming to your mobile or your email IDs and all. Right? ಮೊದಲೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಈ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, if you have been caught by police while riding your bike, suppose you have not carrying your DL, you can show digital DL. Likewise, e-Aadhaar and all these things, which makes very simplified way of life. Yes. Types of government interaction in e-governance. Idon solpa take a snap. G to G means government to government. G to C means government to citizen. G to B means government to business. G to E means government to employee. 9 pillars of digital India. Illide nodi 9 pillars ide. Nodkoli solpa. Broadband highways. Second is universal access to mobile connectivity. Third is public internet access program. Fourth is e-governance, reforming government through technology. Fifth is e-Kranti, electronic delivery of services. Sixth is information for all. Seventh is electronics manufacturing. Eighth is IT for jobs. Ninth is early harvest programs. So these are the 9 pillars of digital India. These are the 9 pillars of digital India. Yes, for further reading you can go through these all websites, and just I have added my book title also. You can eliminate that one, second one. These are the resources for purely ICT. Somebody is asking me, sir, where is notes? Where is notes? You can consult all these resources. Yeah, all of you took. All of you took. Snap the country. Yes. Yeah. Rome was not built in a single day. Rome is a very beautiful city in the world, which was not built in a single day. I mean to say that only 1 or 2 classes or 3 classes cannot make you people to be a very competent. But I'm giving tricks, tips, what you have to study, what you have not to study. That makes a big difference for your career, and which makes you to be get succeeded in your case. Okay, so this is a helping hand which we are extending towards you people. I'm giving a helping hand to you people, but it's ultimately left to you people, and you have to make sure how much you know, and it is a very easy chapter to score more number of marks. I hope you understood the whole ICT scenario. If you have any doubts, now it's your turn. My presentation is over, and the whole ICT I have made it in a single capsule. That 2 classes, yesterday evening and today morning. I think within 1 hour I finished all the things. There might be some negligible points. That's what I have ignored them. These are the very important concepts which may be asked in your examination. Please try to be in touch with this content. Today only you have to finish all the reading related to ICT. Be perfect in ICT and go for mock tests, go for any other practicing papers that you come across in your websites and all you can come across. Okay, hope you got the point. Yes. I think yes. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Many more questions are asked in this examination. Many more. Abba, the type of design of question in the early class only I told. What kind of questions they may ask? They may ask full forms. They may ask memory units. That's what I'm focusing. What are the digital initiatives? They may ask about digital initiatives, email address, how you can frame email addresses. Just go with the question papers which I have posted. Just wait 1 minute. Okay, so somebody is telling that Chandana, DD Chandana channel government is taking classes for 10th and PUC. It comes under which program? It's out of curiosity. Okay, but it doesn't falls under any kind of program. It's just an arrangement due to COVID-19. Digital India is an example of ICT. What meant, Jagdish? What do you mean by ICT? What do you mean by ICT? Information and communication technology. The another terminology is Digital India. Making digitization of the things. Digital India is a program which has been launched by Government of India. It is nothing but exploring ICT initiatives. That's it. Next. Any other doubts? Anybody who wants to talk? If we have doubts, I will give 1 or 2 minutes. Just go and observe questions, question papers, resolve question papers. Yeah, I can talk with your sir and I will send it. Software bug means it's a bug in the sense which is creating some hurdle. Okay, next. You try to solve many more questions which are available in the. There is another platform www.vattavo Vattavo, where you can get many number of computer ICT questions, computer related and ICT related questions. Many more questions are there. Vattavo. Okay. Any doubts? Hacking system means system should be controlled by remote access. What I told, they are writing a programs. Based on those programs, it will go to that computer. Due to remote access only, they are controlling your system. and which is against to the cyber law. Hacking of computer is against to the cyber law. It's a punishable offense. Hacking means controlling others' system, taking control of others' system, mobile, and any account, digital accounts, emails, and Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts can be hacked. System can be hacked, and all those things can be hacking them and taking control out of the person who has genuinely created that particular networking or that system. Okay, then any other doubts? So if you don't have a doubt, then let me conclude here itself about this ICT, and in the evening class at 4:30 I'm going to discuss. I'm going to start very important from the point of examination, that is research aptitude. I'm going to start. Is it okay? Research aptitude I'm going to start. MHRD is Ministry of Human Resource Development. Karnataka State and Shikshana Mantri MHRD. Yes, I will start research aptitude in the evening. 4:30 to 6 o'clock I'm going to start research aptitude. I will directly move the syllabus, and after finishing all the syllabus, we are going to. Yesterday only I have posted ICT related question bank. Anyhow, I will post once again. Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, today I'm going to send it. Don't worry. The next. Any other doubts? There is no doubt, then definitely I'm going to close the session, and we'll start with 4:30, the research aptitude. Is it clear? Everybody? Yeah. Evening class time is same, 4:30 to 6. Today I'm going to send the PPT which has been used for your class right now. Okay. Then if you don't have a doubts, shall I close the session? Okay. And thank you, and have a nice day, and see you in the evening with a new dimension, that is research aptitude, which is very important from the point of examination. Okay. Thank you.